next thing which is required is DNS server. We need to configure DNS, very important for all your network. So let me go back. So our DNS server is this one, same server, which is Active Directory as well, 192.168.100.230. How we can configure DNS? So I already take a remote desktop, so now I'm here. So DNS server is installed. When you try to install Active Directory, DNS will be installed automatically. So if I go to tool and check out here, so DNS is already there. Otherwise you need to go to add role and feature and you need to install DNS feature. But because Active Directory, we already installed Active Directory, so DNS is important for that one. So Active Directory install DNS automatically. So click on DNS, okay, and this is our DNS, okay. Forward lookup zone is created automatically when you try to install Active Directory, so it will do automatically this job. And our server detail is already there, 100.230. Okay, and we already discussed in DNS in detail what is startup authority, what is name server, so I don't want to repeat those things. Okay, so SRV is already there, but reverse lookup zone is not configured. That's the only thing you need to do. So right click here, new zone on reverse, okay, click next, primary zone, click next, click IPv4 because we don't have IPv6, and type the network ID 192.168.100. This is our network ID, only network, you know. So 192.168.100 and click next. Keep the same, next, and finish. And now reverse lookup zone is configured, but it's not done yet. Here we need to put the detail for this server and reverse as well. You know, yeah, forward lookup zone means name to IP, and reverse lookup zone means IP to name. So I need to create the opposite, and this is called pointer. We already discussed pointer. So my server IP is, we already log in 100.230. So I just need to type 230 only. And what is the host name? Browse server, go to forward lookup zone, go to test.local, and here is the host name. Okay, and now it's created. Okay, so opposite is created now, IP to name, while in here it's name to IP. Now I need to add two more entries which is required in future for these two ISE nodes. Okay, so we will give name to ISE1 and this will be ISE2, and this is the ISE1 IP and this is ISE2 IP. So let me copy this IP. Okay, and let's go back, go to forward lookup zone and right click here, new host, and create ISE1. We will assign this name. Okay, so I already create ISE1 and IP will be 210, and also I say that create the opposite one, pointer as well, and add host. Done. Now I need to do the same for ISE2, and ISE2 is 220, and I want to create the opposite as well and add host. Done. So ISE1 IP address is 2.210, ISE2 .220, and let's go to reverse, right click and refresh, it will show you. So reverse is 210 ISE1 .test.local, and this one is ISE2 test.local. That's it. These are the only thing initially you need to do. But last thing, we need to verify that my DNS is working or not. So you can verify many way. One of them is right click on your server and say launch NS lookup. If there is no error, so it means your DNS is properly configured. For test purpose, what you can do, you can type ISE1, so it will show you the IP address. And let me type ISE2, so it's the ISE2 IP, either SRV, so it will show you the server IP. And now we need to type the opposite, 192.168.100.210. So it means everything is okay. These are the only entry we have in DNS, and there is no error, you know, default server. Normally you will get this error when you enable IPv6 on your system. Okay, so that's why I already disable IPv6 interface. Okay, and if you follow the same procedure, so there will be no error. Keep in mind, you need to check this one, launch NS lookup. There, if there is an error, so your whole topology will not work. And also you can type here as well, NS lookup. Okay, it's showing me the local server, but it's okay. And also you can verify from there. So my DNS is done. So let me show you. So what I done, DNS manager, and I click primary zone, IPv4, type on the network ID and keep the same, click next, and that's how you need to verify. And then I added 2 host record for ISE1 and for ISE2. That's the only thing you need to do. That's it. This was DNS.